Am I the asshole for saying no to my in-laws taking our kids to Disney? Me, male 28, wife female 28, and I have 2 daughters, 6 and 5-year-old, which is prime Disney age. They're both super into princesses and all that. We've talked about taking them to Disney over the next few years, as we know they'd love it. My wife has never been there before, and I've only been once, when I was 10 years old. It was definitely a memorable trip for me, as my family had to save up a while for it. We've always known that Disney would be our big trip with our girls. In July, my father-in-law got diagnosed with prostate cancer. After a few rounds of chemo and some rather intense stays at the hospital, it's only gotten worse. It's spread across to other organs in his body, and rather than trying to suffer to fight it, he's opted to just not do chemo and try to live with what time he has left. As a result, him and my mother-in-law have decided to make more memories with family. One of these memories is to take our daughters to Disney and surprise them with a trip yesterday during Christmas. At first I thought my wife would be against it as well. We've always said we wanted to get to experience taking them and seeing their faces. However, I found out that my mother-in-law cleared it with my wife last month. My wife didn't tell me because she thought I would be surprised and excited for our daughters. I sat through all of the rest of the night, but when we got home, we had a serious discussion about it. I told my wife that I didn't want our daughter's first trip to Disney to be without us. She suggested we go along, but the trip is in February, and booking flights plus hotels plus tickets for just my wife and I for the time they're all going is still going to be almost $5,000. I told my wife that we have to talk to her parents and decline the trip. But my wife is saying that I'm being selfish and heartless by robbing our daughters of this experience and robbing them of a core memory with my father-in-law before he passes. Am I being out of line here?